Get ready.
Too late. Already live.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
not live.
Nope.
No, we're
Nope.
not. No, we're not.
I'm
Stop
pretty
lying.
sure. Yeah. I'm not
You
getting
do
any
this
thought.
every time. You do it every time, and you say that we're live, but we're actually not.
Well,
Let's
nope. We're
see
live.
here. No, we're not.
uh,
Because otherwise, I would have got a ding bell.
I
Because
just
see,
got the
I
ding
actually
bell.
clicked it. Okay, there's the ding bell. See,
I need the ding. You hear that?
that was. I heard that. That was a serious echo too.
That's a commercial that's got to go bye bye.
Ah, well, commercials are good.
Yeah, I know, but not when you're got the volume on. Remember, my other two TVs that are in my studio are actually TVs. The other two
Right.
little ones. So they have built-in speakers and shit. So sometimes I'm watching movies from my server on the smaller screen down below while I'm doing work, like Airwolf or something.
Dude, nobody believes that you do work. So don't say that.
I know, I know,
You just play around and that's what you do.
I definitely know.
Okay, let's
Okay,
see
guys.
here.
Sorry, I probably sound like shit, and I am, and I apologize because
What's up, Lloyd?
yeah. Hey, Lloyd. I can't really see a lot of that until I go over this way, as I'm going to be more focused here. Which I also still think that this should be. Whoop, not there.
Whoop, not there?
Not there. Whoop, there it is.
All right. Well, there it is. That looks an awful lot like a computer case.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Sorry, guys. I'm going to unplug this wire. That is now.
Oh, that got dark.
Yep, yep. But it is because I'm gonna be tripping over this damn thing. And if I move
I
it,
think that it's because when Paul is done with that computer build, it will be wonderful. It will be a perfect computer build. Unfortunately, it will be slightly inferior to my builds, but you're going to like it.
did he just take a pot shot at me?
No.
Yeah, I think he did. All right, I'm gonna move this. I think I'm gonna move this down a bit too.
All right.
And let's try here.
Yeah, you see, guys, everybody that's watching, you guys know that because of last week's podcast and everybody liked it, now Paul's copying me. He's going to do some work right there.
It's not.
It's fun.
It's not copying.
You know,
Oh,
flattery,
look at
man,
that.
imitation. You know,
Look
I'm
at
cool with
that.
that.
Look at that.
That's a good angle. Stay there.
That is a good angle.
Stay there. Quit wiggling. Getting seasick. Oh my God, your ear!
It's covered. Oh, this is brought to you by Mano. Mano.
Well, mine is like by Turtle Beach. Does that count?
Nope.
Ah, and what if they sponsored us?
Gotta say, a big shout out is going to Be Quiet on this one because, well, this is the Be Quiet 700, which is a full. I guess it's going to be kind of in the mid to full tower. They call it a mid tower. I call it a full tower in most people's way of
What's up,
thinking.
Data?
Hey, Dada, what's up?
Hey, before you get into that, Paul, what was the resolution on that PC you had to work on 2 weeks ago? Remember you had somebody coming over at like 9 p.m. with the gaming PC?
Yeah, lost his.
Lost the hard drive, didn't he?
Yeah, something went shits with the hard drive.
I knew it. I knew it. When he described what was going on, I was like, ah, hell.
Oh, yeah, it definitely. Oh, I'm also talking to the company that makes these.
Good.
They talked to me, and there's a reason I started the conversation. Let's see if I can get it to do it. No. Yeah. So sometimes when I pull the trigger, and I don't know if you noticed,
What?
it doesn't go. Like it goes, and then you gotta pull it a few times.
Mine doesn't have that problem. What's your brand on the back?
Oh, mine is it just says Air Duster.
Yeah, see, mine is actually biopolar, and I wonder if
It's the same.
that makes a difference.
They're
Well,
the
then why
same.
does mine work and yours doesn't?
I'm talking to the manufacturer, bro.
You know what I did last week, Paul? You're going to laugh your ass off. Guy brought a laptop in, right? And the CPU fan was dead on it.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to replace the CPU fan, but he did want to run Windows or load Windows. So I just set this underneath the laptop and left it turned on. I zip tied it. and I used it to cool the thing the entire time I was loading Windows.
That's hilarious.
It worked. I
Why
would no
would he
complaint.
want to do that?
Oh, I guess he was going to sit it on top of one of those giant 3 CPU fan dock things that, like a laptop thing, and didn't want to spend $30, which is all I was going to charge him. And that included the cost of the fan, and didn't want to spend $30 to get it done.
Welcome to
So,
the channel, guys. Jeff,
yeah.
Beatdown.
Welcome.
I know
What's that beat,
I
Jeff?
don't know how I sound, but I sound
Normal.
better than I feel.
You sound normal.
I do sound normal? That's good.
You do. You sound normal. I don't. Yeah.
So, guys, here, I wanted to show this because this was today. I took another test. I don't know if it's going to show up.
That light is really blinding it.
Hold on.
Dude, that has got to be stupid bright.
Hold on. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you're pregnant! Congratulations!
I'm pregnant. Yeah, I'm positive still. Yeah, I'm positive still.
I'm positive you're not pregnant.
Yeah, the good news is my youngest daughter tested negative now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so
good.
She's out of it. I'm not out of the woods yet, other than things have gotten better. I might do that every once in a while, sorry. But it is what it is, and that's,
Paul, I think I told you that story about when I got COVID right after it started, right? So, right after COVID started and they shut down the entire economy, I got COVID, but I only got the funny symptoms. You know, the ones like where you lose your sense of taste and smell? That was it. No other symptoms at all. And I remember telling my wife for that week, she was so supportive, but her cooking was never better than those 2 weeks.
Absolutely. Right? Funny you said that. Mine kind of hit the tummy, but not like... There was one night my wife woke up and I was literally shaking, okay? And it was because I was ice cold. I could not figure out why I couldn't get warm. And my whole body was like in this little... and going like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I was sweating like a pig. Like I was actually burning whatever it was out. And anyway, I always say that I get the worst of it every time. And
right.
I definitely did. So, guys, you're going to see me working on this machine while we're doing this because, 1, this needs to get done. 2, he's a lock picker, noser picker. And 3, I need to get it done. So, you're here for the ride.
This is a warning. So, about a month ago, I did actually start picking locks. I think I told Paul about this. I picked up one of those cheap little lock pick kits and started picking them. This lock is brand new. I mean, look, it's shiny. Just came out of the package. This is from Walmart. This is their Hyper Tough series, right? Hardened steel, all that. So, I want to show you guys something. This is a generic little lockpick kit. There's nothing to this, all right? I'm going to put it in here. Let's see how long it takes me to pick these pins. Paul, can you time me on this?
1, 2.
Let's see. There you go.
2.5.
So, don't buy Hyper Tough locks from Walmart, guys. Now, the irony is, guys, I can pick these guys, which is one of the giant master locks, just about as fast. It's funny, when you start in this hobby, you don't realize how easy this actually is if you're patient. So while he's doing what he's doing and we're shooting the bull, I'm going to pick a couple of locks just for fun. So go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, I got to take this board down.
Hey, Big Box Mart said that something wasn't nice. What did I say that wasn't nice? I thought I was...
Probably half of what comes out of your mouth.
Oh, God, that's icy, dude.
Burn. Ice.
Jeez. And I thought that we were friends, man.
So here's the board I'm using, guys.
Oh, there's a lock. That's a big master lock.
I'm using the Aurorus B550 Elite AX V2. And I love that stealthy black look. Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
That is absolutely
always
phenomenal.
Love that board. Love that board.
And feature rich. Like, There's nothing you don't need. Plus, it has the USB-C header on the board as well.
Right.
So that's important because this case supports it up front, and I couldn't use it with my last streamer board. I had the B450 in there. But it was actually the Aurorus Wi-Fi Pro AC or whatever, so it was actually a good board. Yeah, there's another one unlocked.
So what did we learn?
Don't buy a damn lock. The padlocks don't work.
They're shit.
They're shitty.
I'm actually going to be selling those lockpick kits here at the flea market to teach people how to do this. I got a lot of pushback on that. Everybody's like, oh my God, everybody's going to be a criminal. You know what? Responsibility, people.
Here, maybe I can adjust this so you can see the board better instead of the other stuff I'm doing.
Oh, my wife's cooking. Well, you have to understand. You see, she's only technically poisoned me twice. But in 26 years. So that's not bad, only being poisoned twice. But yeah. It was funny the other night, and if you missed that podcast, the last one, I actually made a point of that. My wife called me up. She loves experimenting with recipes, right? And she said, I'll call you and let you know how good it is. So during the podcast, I get this text, and it said, you might want to get Whataburger. I love her to death, dude. Only my wife, man. She's great.
Okay, guys,
yeah.
So what I'm doing here, Gigabyte uses these, I don't know if they're, little fancy posts here for their AIO, and literally, they just screw onto the posts that are already there from AMD, finger tight. That's it. So, just put these four on, and as far as the motherboard's concerned, it's ready for my water pump to go right back on when the processor's back in, of course.
Guys, I honestly, Paul swears by these liquid AIOs. I don't use them. Let me look right here. As an example, this company had sent me this one forever ago, brand spanking new, and I never ever used. I just don't like liquid AIOs. I've never had a reason for them. Okay. I mean, granted, when there were AMD Wraiths, okay, yeah, but now they don't run that hot. They just don't.
Right, but hold on here.
Oh boy, here we go.
So the reason this is the one with the video screen in it. Okay.
Oh, so, okay. Now that is cool as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Plus, it's a 360 with carbonite fans. There's no flex to these fans. Okay.
Right.
Aurorus really did a great job here. So this is actually Aurorus as well. Okay. I know you can't see my hand up here right now because I have it focused here. But this thing throws tons of air. Would I use another AIO other than this one right now? No. And the reason for that is not because they're not good. It's because custom water cooled is better.
Okay.
So, like, I'll be doing something like this with my custom water cooled system soon too, so you guys can finally see it. Because
why is custom water cooling better?
Why? Because I can actually add. Okay, so all right. Here's your limitation, right? You think there's not that much water in this, okay? Everybody thinks there's a lot of water in here. No, there isn't. All right. You got to remember, there's only little thin pipes in here that are carrying the water. So there's a bit of water here, water that's in here, and there's going to be some air. Now, with a custom water cooler, you put your big water reservoir in, you put 3 or 4 rads, more hoses, and
wait a minute, 3 or 4 what?
Radiators.
So basically, they're like really, really cool because they're rad.
They're rads, man.
All right.
Yeah. What do we got here? Paul's audio is a bit lower than John's. Yeah.
Actually, to me, it sounds pretty damn good.
It's because my microphone's also further away.
Yeah, but you don't want it blocking your screen there.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's the other issue.
Mm-hmm.
So is that all right? Are you guys okay still? Are you hearing me?
Sounds good to me. Sound good out there? All right, cool.
Hey, college vet.
What's going on, Luke? Paul afraid to show his night. Oh,
Paul, what?
No. They say, want to know if you were afraid to show your face. No. Paul's taking a uh, uh, kind of the approach. I think we ought to do this a lot more often, Paul. I really do. I mean, it kind of highlights what we actually do during the day, and it turns us into doers instead of just talkers. Because a lot of people will say, "Oh, well, I do this," but shit, we do it.
Right.
Oh, and that Commodore came out stellar. Actually, Jeff got to see it this weekend. Dude, that thing turned out so good. But then, of course, now with my retro computer, that's going to make that entire process moot. But that's okay.
So I'm going to put a 5600X in here. And you'll notice that I've done this, of course, before mounting the board to the case. And there's reasons for that. Even if you weren't doing a water cool, because water cools are going to normally make you do some sort of thing that's different here. Even if you're putting an air cooler on, the factory air cooler, that should all be mounted now, not later, and then put in the case. You can even hold it that way without any issues. Yep. And it gives you something that much more to work with. Like, I'm going to mount this board standing up. I'm not going to mount this board sitting down.
Right.
Because it's just, one, this is too heavy for me to move. and it
yep.
hurt my back.
Yes, Jeff, the VIC-20. Yes.
So that is just something that's a key thing to starting any build. Your NVMe goes in now. Your and the only reason for that, yeah, you can put an NVMe in pretty easy after, but these damn screws aren't magnetic. Mm-mm. Have you guys ever noticed that? The screws that hold down the heat sinks are not magnetic. 9 times out of 10, they fall, and then you're going, where'd that go?
And it's tiny, like super tiny little screw.
So, now that I remembered that, let's...
Magnetic.
Oh, this one's smarter. It actually has a catch pin. Look. It actually has about time.
Platypus wants to know if that PC will have a DVD drive. Now, you talking about the Commodore? Or are you talking about that when he's building right there? Because I can already answer your question. If you look at the amount of fans on the front of that damn thing, where are you going to put a DVD drive?
So to answer your question...
no.
Yeah, we're going to... No. If I ever needed to use a CD drive, I just plug in an external. But I'm going to be honest with you. Everything's on my server anyway. If I have to cross something over, I just get it from the server.
That's right. Yep, that's exactly right. Platypus, have you been in here before? I don't know that I recognize your name.
Hey, Platypus, welcome to the show.
Why do I not recognize Platypus?
Platypus has been here before.
Does Platypus have a duckbill?
I don't know, actually.
Duckbill Platypus.
Never did actually check on that. So...
Check.
This is getting a Vega 56, okay, and it's the nice model with the copper. I always thought this was the Aurorus one because of that, because the Aurorus ones were the only ones with the copper. The Gigabyte ones never had it.
Right.
And I know that because when I had a 570 here one day, Aurorus, it had the copper, and I looked under my 580s, and I'm like, what the hell? They don't have it. And the difference was just the branding, right? And then this one here, I guess with the Vega series, they did it no matter what. So, the Vega 56 is going in this build. And this is what, this is my HD60 Pro. I don't normally, he's going to unlock another lock, people. He's a magic man.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, he's a magic man. Normally, I don't use the Elgato products too much anymore as far as capture devices go. But this is probably one of the best that I'm going to trust for bringing my gaming computer. We're getting light everywhere here. Let's see if I can help this light thing a bit. Does that make it too dark? People, how is that? Okay?
Question.
I knew the answer before I asked.
Is there anybody out there that would be interested if I were to make a video on my channel about how to pick a lock, is that something that somebody would be interested in? I mean, I am definitely an amateur, and there are guys out there that are just stupid good. And by the way, you ever watch any of those guys, Paul?
No.
Let me give you one. Go to a guy called the Lock Picking Lawyer. It is like all the videos are usually under 3 or 4 minutes. The guy is ridiculously good at picking any lock on earth. It's like ASMR, dude. You can literally just put it on the background and listen to him. But okay, now what do you got there?
So this is the HD60 Pro from Elgato. This
Yeah,
is what I
see?
use to.
Lloyd?
So I have two devices that I use on the streaming PC. This one, and this one here is to bring my gaming PC streams into the system, into the
Wait.
streamer.
So you use that and you send me this? What's up with that?
I don't know.
Oh, Paul. Why don't we trade? I'll send you this back. You send me that.
No. I tell you what, though. If you go out and you get me the HD, was it the HD 4K Pro? I'll give you this.
HD. I don't want to give you the HD 4K Pro.
Anyway, this is all you need because I'm only streaming at 1080p 60. So that's where I want to stick. This does not do 4K pass-through very well, even though they say it does. Foscomax proved this guy wrong. Now, my other input is a 3 switch. So it's one out to the PC, USB-C, and 3 different consoles or PCs in. So I end up with 4 different things hooked up to my PC at any given time, whether it be cameras or whatever. But this is what I use to bring in my gaming PC, just because I know that being directly into the system, no USB cables, this should be the cleanest connection I get for that. So that's that.
Well, this says it supports up to 4K.
Does it really say that? Yeah, it's got a pass through. It'll pass through the 4K. So what it'll do, it'll pass through 4K. You can put a 4K camcorder on it or whatever, and then get 1080p stream out of it.
Well, this is going to stream the Commodore games. Once I finish... Oh, by the way, guys, that's something else. Paul, are you going to tell them?
What? I have COVID.
About the My Retro computer? Are you going to tell them?
Yes. He contacted me today. And
he's
sending me one.
Yeah. Oh, Big Box Smart called you out. I knew it. I knew it.
What do you call me out? What do you call me? Are you going to pick a winner tonight? Fuck. Alright. I gotta turn this a bit so I can see it better. Shut up, John. I asked John about that earlier because I felt so bad and I don't know what to do. You guys are talking about this guy. The LastGameHunter Edition webcam. Why is that so funny?
That doesn't mount there.
It can mount wherever I want it to be.
Oh, God. But yeah, Lloyd, you're right. That guy is something else. He really is. He is. You guys, everybody heard about what's going on with
if you guys
Netflix?
Want me to give it away, I'll have John do it. I'll say, John, just give this away.
Oh.
Because I'm at the point where I'm ready to cry. So while I'm at the point where I'm ready to cry, I'm going to install the NVMe that has... Oh, I even marked that one. That was pretty smart of me. This is the NVMe that actually was running my streaming server before. So it should be plug and pray. Plug and pray.
Don't forget, you need to warm it up. So put it in the microwave before you put it in.
Those were on the no lists. Remember the don'ts? Don't put your NVMe in the microwave.
In the microwave.
I almost lost it there.
That's right. Hey, Beatdown's got it. I pick me for winner. I'll take it.
All right. You're the one's got to take the flack on that. I didn't know that we were allowed to win, because if we're allowed to win, man, that's a Game Hunter edition.
Yeah, it is. There it is.
Wouldn't it be hilarious? Someone gets it, and when they slide the thing across, It has the Game Hunter logo stuck right there so you can't even see.
Would it be great if somebody gets it, starts their own YouTuber channel, and instantly goes to 2 million subs and tells everybody where they got it?
Oh, that's cool too.
I would like that.
I'm all for anybody getting ahead.
John is not eligible. Lloyd, you tried to sell me a $300 raspberry last week, brother. You're out.
Ooh. So guys, also here, this is a heat pad, and you can take it. You don't have to take it off. It's not going to work as well, but take it off. It'll stick to the drive. Now, the most common asked question is, do I need to remove this sticker? The answer is no. And the reason why, they thought of that. That's a thermo-enhanced sticker. So the sticker is designed to conduct heat. Just so you guys are aware.
Directly back into the NVMe.
Yep. I never said that. But it is designed properly.
There he goes.
What's that?
$300 raspberry comes with HDMI power cord case and Xbox controller. That makes that a $60 raspberry. Sorry.
Which raspberry is it?
He's got a B3 Plus. You can't buy them right now. That was part of the reason I did that Commodore conversion, Paul. Because that's a
rip us off?
Because it's he wants to like capitalize on the prices.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're one of them video card guys. Oh,
dirty. Yes. Yeah.
Jeff, I
well,
thought
good.
You were so much better than that. Oh.
Well, Lloyd, that's fine. That means I should get a discount, right? If I buy 2 of them. So 30 a piece, and we're done? Out the door?
You know what I forgot? This thing needs RAM.
It also needs a processor.
Yeah, that too. I'm going to go get the processor. And how much RAM do I want to put? Streaming server
at least
16.
At least 16.
Yeah. It needs 16.
Yeah. But that's good.
La la la. La la. Oh! Maybe this is the time I use my T-Force.
Your what?
My T-Force.
Your key force?
T-Force. I've never used these. Okay, so here's the deal. I bought them about
50
18
megs.
times. About 18 times.
Okay.
Every time someone needed a computer done or a rebuild or, hey, you got RAM? You got this? And they always took my damn T-Force. So I never had the chance to experience the RAM myself.
Okay.
This is my server RAM, or the streamer RAM, though, I just realized. This is my streamer RAM. That's my 16 gigs of XPG.
Chrome, don't get you home.
I should probably keep using them because...
Herbors is trolling you, brother.
What is Herbors trolling me for?
It's all about the Pentiums.
What? It's all about the Pentiums. What?
Chrome don't get you home. That's right, Lloyd.
Okay, guys, so here's a question. While I'm doing this, what 2 RAM slots do they go in?
Do I get to answer?
We'll let everybody... you know what? That is going to... Here we go. What 2 RAM slots does it go in? Yeah, everybody answer, and that goes in for the draw for this, so we can fucking give this away, and I swore.
Do I have to answer? That would be extraordinarily unfair, wouldn't it?
It would kind of be, yeah.
Then I shan't. I shall not answer that question.
The hint I will give is that they're staggered. Okay? So
and that it is dual channel.
This is 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? 1A, 2A, 1B, 2B. Now, it sounds pretty obvious of what the channels should be, but it's not. Anybody answering? 0 and 1. 0 and 2. There's no 0.
Well, he's talking about if you were counting from the bottom up. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
1, 2, 1, 2. 1 and 3 or 2 and 4? Well, Douglas, that's pretty narrowed down and thoughtful. Oh, we do have a winner in there, 100%. And kind of Dadless has touched it too, because he's
Of
right.
course.
There are boards that will make you use 1A and 1B, but it's very unlikely. If you're only using 2 DIMMs, you use 2A and 2B. Okay? So the second one and the fourth one.
And there's also another reason for that too.
It's because of your dual channel.
It's also because of the fact that most of the CPU coolers that are out these days actually interfere with that primary slot.
Well, we don't see much of that anymore, do you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Well, with the liquid cooled you wouldn't, but with a regular, even the like the Wraith Prism, it butts right up to it. I mean, not enough to interfere with it, but you could see that it's touching it.
Now, guys, when you're putting in your RAM, note the notch, for crying out loud, because I'm telling you, I see this more than I don't. Okay.
If it doesn't fit, hammer it.
Yeah, everybody's trying to put it in. But it's because it ain't gonna fit when you dive backwards. But
Yeah.
there's a long side and a short side.
It can fit it. It can fit if you hit it hard enough.
Yeah, I've actually seen someone do that, and it fit, but it didn't work. He gone done screwed it up. Now, when you're pushing it in, don't be afraid to push. And I always give it a little, after it's in, I heard the 2 clicks.
Here we go.
Push with your fingers and then give it a wiggle. A little wiggle. Nothing that's going to hurt it.
So push it in with a lot of force. When it's in, give it a little wiggle.
A wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
Okay. All right. Ram.
Ram it. So there we go. We heard the clicks. I don't know if you heard the clicks. And just checking, and then I give it a little wiggle. Now, what the little wiggle is for, those slots are tight, bro.
Leaving it alone, leaving it alone.
Those slots are tight. So there you go. 2A, 2B, and that is 90% of the time. Okay, any new board's pretty much that way now. Do you agree?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it is due to the real technical reason is the dual channel setup. That is how they prefer. I know it sounds dumb. 1 and 1 should be the first 2, but it isn't. It's been that way for a long time. It's been that way since AM3.
I think actually on that board you could still get away with staggered RAM like that. 1A, 1B,
You can,
2A, 2B.
but it
Yeah.
says if you're going to use those first every
Right.
time, right? Chances are it's going to run.
Oh, it'll run.
But I don't think you get the proper dual channel support until you have the other 2 sticks in.
That's possible too.
Or I guess then you lose dual channel. But for dual channel, it has to be 2 and 2.
Yeah.
So just remember that. Dual, 2, dual, 2 and 2. Easy way to remember. Alright, so now we have all that mounted. While I was over there, I did not grab my CPU. How stupid. What are you laughing at? Are you laughing at me?
Yes.
I'm trying to be nice here and show people how to put together a beautiful streaming computer, and all you're gonna do is laugh at me. Now, I better come here and read some of this and see if I'm missing anything.
I'm just amazed, Paul. I mean, I've never actually seen a computer being built before.
Jeff, it could cause the system not to boot, but I wouldn't say RAM errors.
More likely not to post.
Yeah, just dead in the water.
Avoid all mistakes and populate all 4 slots. Yeah, I agree, Data.
There you go.
I couldn't agree more.
Brute force is the way to go. And those slots are tight.
I'll show you one other cool lockpick thing.
So what are
This
we
is.
going to do here with the webcam? I mean,
Oh, I don't know. We'll do it in a second. Hey, Lloyd.
Real Truth did get the right answer. And technically Data did, but he did the obvious, I'm going to get it right by putting 2 of them.
Hey, Lloyd, you know what that is, right?
Covert ops, bro.
Lloyd, do you know what that is? Let's see if he knows. Dude, there's no amount of fixing he could do on a PC where he could actually beat John.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Are you
So-
kidding me, bro?
On this master lock guy, check this out, Lloyd. This is the one that they sell that almost everybody and their brother uses these stupid things, right? So you saw me pick it like 4 times. It's
I saw
easy,
him pick
but
his nose earlier too.
not with these you did, and it would hurt. So this is a pick set that guy sells. That's called a comb pick, right?
You so you can
Check
comb
this
your
out.
hair
You can comb the lock.
and you can pick your nose with it.
You can, but you probably shouldn't.
It's a
Look at that.
processor.
It literally turns it into a key. This is a horrible design. Don't use these gold locks for Master Lock.
Damn it! Everything I have is using those.
Well, I know that. I know that. I'm surprised you didn't try to put RAM in there, but you know.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. When you're putting your CPU in,
Uh-oh. Make sure that the square is backwards and hammer it like this multiple times.
yeah, make sure this is up. That is very important. And I don't know if we're gonna see it on the camera here. Where the hell is that dang thing?
Yep. And then when you put it in there, you want to set on top, but don't go all the way in, and then go like this really, really fast on top of it so that you get the pins nice and buttery flat.
No, you don't. So, when you're putting your processor in, no force whatsoever. So we're just
Ram it.
Ram it. Just like the RAM. And move it around and make sure. No, don't listen to him. Now
Where's my hammer?
Now I'm still yeah. When you have your CPU proper, and when I say proper, do not hold it by the pins. Okay?
Hold it by the pins.
Don't hold it by the pins. And if you lay it down and it doesn't drop in, well, guess what? It's not right.
Paul, do you want to hear something funny?
What?
Back in the, I want to say it's mid 2000s, I went, now a couple of you people who have sensitive ears, turn your ears off for 1 second. We went to a gentleman's club, and my friend was actually dating one of the dancers. And I found out that I was in IT, so she went and made a bra that used 2 CPUs as pasties.
Nice.
I laughed my butt off when she came out in that thing.
Okay, so I just want to show this again.
Okay, you can turn your ears on.
When I tried to put it in wrong, it won't. It should just fall in, okay? So make
Hit
sure.
it.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Now you don't hit it.
Hit it.
Now I want to keep a thing here. Where the hell is the arrow on? Do they even have arrows? Yeah, they do.
It's not an arrow. It's a little inward indentation box on one corner.
It's always to here. Or another thing you can remember is Ryzen. The top of Ryzen is facing this pin, the lock pin.
Or if you look at the bottom, you'll notice there are 3 corners of chip on the pins, and one of them is a little indented square, and you can match it up on the board.
And you see that? It just dropped in. I didn't have to do anything. Put your finger on, just a tiny bit of pressure, lock it.
Oh, you forgot to put the thermal paste underneath it between the processor and the board. You need a lot of that.
No, I stopped doing it.
You need a lot of that.
No, I stopped doing it. I stopped doing it. And there's another myth, guys. Well, that would not be too good a myth. But that technically shouldn't kill your board, but it can mess things up. We're moving into another era here where we were always worried about bending pins. Do you know how many effing Intel motherboards bend the socket? And now we're going into the same socket idea as them. Like my Optron, my Threadripper, when I put the chip in to test it, scared the living shit out of me because I haven't done Intel in so long that I'm looking at it going, now I see you screw up one of those pins, it's game over. You try to rebend them, they snap like candy. Brute force way to go again? No, oh wait, maybe I'm not. Oh, sorry, I wasn't in. Mineral oil helps it go in? Okay. Don't let him build computers.
You could actually build that entire PC in mineral oil, and it would run perfectly.
You can. Yeah. Slippery.
And it eats up all the rubber components too, like the cables and stuff. It tears them up. But the PC itself will run fully submerged in mineral oil.
Yeah, Dadless, I'm going to highly recommend against licking the pins on your CPU.
And at least until it's powered up.
Right. And then I would lick the power supply more.
Yeah, you want to test it.
You know, like the open Molex or something.
Well, Yeah, because you want to make sure that the power coming from the wall is working before it goes into the power supply. So you just take out the power cable from the back of the supply and that'll tell you right away. If you fly across the room, you got good voltage.
Whee! So there goes my last high-end processor in stock. If
I
anybody,
haven't seen.
if anybody wants to donate another Ryzen to the channel, go ahead.
I think it should be a giveaway.
What should be a giveaway?
The system you're building right now.
I think you're on crack cocaine.
And I think we should just give it to the first person who says, "Let me have it."
Yeah, I'll let them have it.
Here it comes. Who's it going to be?
Last 5 volts. There you go. We don't have it. Yay! Oh,
I test 9-volt batteries like that. Lick it. Oh, there it is. Lloyd wants it.
there it is. Yeah. Do I have to give away the Vega?
Yes.
Lloyd would love that.
What? Why'd you go with a 56 instead of a 64?
Oh, funny story. My buddy bought this card, Jeff.
Right?
And he was using it up until we bought 6900s. Then he sold the 6900 and bought, I believe he finally went to a 3080 Ti. But in the end, this card was sitting, and I said, "Hey, sell it to me." And he sold it to me, I think, for $300. Which, this was during the video card crisis. He didn't even rape me. Like, this was during the crisis. That card right now is $1,000 on eBay.
No, really?
They've been up there, yep. Now,
I thought they were going to look.
prices may have come down. I haven't watched it, but they're 1,000 like 3 weeks ago. You gotta remember, when I say 1,000, I mean Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Keep that in mind and take that with a grain of poop.
Well, you can get an RX 6600 8 gig right now for $379.
I wouldn't. My Vega would be faster than that, I think.
Right, but I guess my point is that's a decent low-end gaming processor.
Yes. Now, I'm going to put some Arctic MX4 on here. I think I have enough in this one. I may have to open a new one. Now, everybody, when you talk about enough or not enough,
Oh boy,
don't worry.
this is a serious point of contention. See what he's doing right there? That everybody has a different way to do it. Like what he's doing is going corner to corner, right? When I do it, I do center, and everybody does it differently. Like some people will draw the X, some people will put the 5 dots on
I
it.
just went goo.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't overlap the sides, and even then that's not horrible. It just looks tacky.
Right, and this won't. This is going to, trust me.
Now, did your Liquid AIO have a thermal pad built onto it when you first got it?
Not with Aurora stuff, no.
It doesn't? Okay.
Even if it did, I wipe it off.
Well, no, I know that. I was just curious.
Yeah, no, I just get rid of it.
Well, that stuff that comes on there is not bad. I haven't
I
had
know.
too many problems with
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't doubt that the Aurora brand name is not going to put real silver on there.
Right.
John, this is up to you. I'm putting it all in your hands.
Oh, I get to decide. So is pretty much everybody in the channel here the ones that are in on the contest?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
So we have, how many people do we have in here right now? 1, 2, 3,
Like
4,
the channel.
5.
Like
Everybody that's watching, type a 1 in the chat, and I'll be right back, Paul.
I'm gonna go poo poo.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a dice.
He's gonna get a dice. That's dicey, bro.
Well, let's put it this way: we're gonna do this by odds here. So who all's here? Look, I got a 3D printed dice. Isn't that nice?
Oh, is it weighted?
Oh, very. Yeah, this one's printed about 40% infill. It's pretty heavy.
Oh no, I mean weighted.
No. It doesn't have. No, that would be cool and all. So we got 4, and I know Jeff is in here. That's 5. Is there a 6th, or is that it?
I'm here.
Am I the 6th watching?
No, there's more than 6 people, isn't there? Damn it, there's gotta be more than a building a computer.
Okay. We'll do it that way. So, in order of appearance on the chat there, we had Beatdown, Real Truth. No, that's only 4. There's 5. So Beatdown, Real Truth, Big Box, Jeff, and Data. That's 5. Anybody else, or is that it? Okay. So this is a 6-sided die. So if 6 comes up, we all send used underwear to Paul's house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So here we go.
Dirty
So we're in order there. So Beatdown, Real Truth, Big Box, Jeff, and Data. Here we go. You ready, Paul? You gonna watch?
Yeah. Just give
Hang
me
on.
a quick second.
I will put this like this so y'all can see it roll. Here we go. All right. Oh, look at that. A 6. All right. We're going to do it again. One more time. Here we go. So I guess the 6 was good. If it comes up a 6 again. 3. Who is 3?
Please don't be Data. Please don't be Data. Please don't be Data. I mean,
Big Box Mart.
Hey, Data, I would have loved it if you won, though. Don't get me wrong.
Data, if you had won, you'd still be the luckiest person on the channel, dude. You have the best record.
Clearly.
So there it is. Big Box Mart. Who is Big Box Mart?
It's that weirdo.
Oh, which means he knows him. Data is expensive. Data is expensive.
He really is.
He really is. We both shipped to him a couple times. It's very expensive.
He's got expensive tastes.
He lives out in the sticks.
Why, oh why did my little friend say this stupid board won't line up today? It's even in the lock pin, so it won't fall out. But my holes at the bottom are off a little, and I'm like, what the beep? Here.
Lay it on the side, Paul.
Huh?
Lay it on its side, Paul.
No.
Do it now.
I refuse.
You will immediately do it.
Nope.
Now.
Nope.
Now.
Nope.
Lay it on the side.
Nope.
Just going to make it hard on yourself for fun.
Yep.
Lay it on its side.
Nope. I am one stubborn piece of poop. I am stubborno. One really cool thing about
that's right.
What?
Now I feel stupid. I know who Big Box Mart is.
Oh my god, you didn't know?
It did not even ring in my head. By the way, Paul, at some point in the future here, I'd love to get them on the channel. Shoot the bull with us.
Big Box Mart?
She is one of those that does a lot of eBay sales, and she does some really cool retro stuff you'll get a kick out of, too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes. Since we rolled a 6, everybody needs to send used underwear to Paul.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, and make sure you send him Skidmark Express.
Ew.
Lay the board down, Paul.
No.
Lay it down, Paul.
No.
Lay the system down, Paul.
No. This is
Hashtag lay the system down.
Oh, now I know why.
Because you didn't lay the system down? You didn't put the
No.
I.O. shield in?
No, the I.O. shield's built in.
Because you don't have the power connectors to the board plugged in?
No, I don't have those plugged in, but that's not the point.
Because it's hanging up on a cable?
Yes, it was hanging up on a fan cable going to the one of the rear fans here, and the cable was stopping it from.
Now, Lisa, you do know that now that you have that, you've got to set up the YouTube and do your YouTube channel now. And you don't have an excuse saying you don't know how because you know me, which means we can get you set up pretty quick.
So, a day or two.
Yeah, what he said.
I don't know why I'm using the wrong screwdriver.
I don't either.
It's always time for be quiet.
You are always using the wrong screwdriver. Now, if you'd lay it down, it'd be better.
Nope, we're in.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Now, I'm not saying this is the right way to do this, people. I'm going to make that clear. John is correct. Lay it down. Or in the case of this one, I can actually pull the whole tray out. Yeah, we won't get into that.
No. Or you could, lay it down.
Lay it down, oh baby. Lay it
So that is your streaming PC?
This is my streaming PC.
Do you feel that it will give you any substantial advantage in a game contest against me?
Oh, 100%.
Good, because that means that gives you the only chance you've got.
Oh my goodness. See, the thing is, when I'm trying to play competitive,
Oh,
when
ooh,
I,
ooh, ooh, Paul. Look at Lloyd. Look at Lloyd.
what did Lloyd do now? My YouTube is done for. Oh my god.
What did you get a strike for this time, dude?
He's still
Lay it down.
still trying to be all
Lay
that.
it down.
We forgot about all that war going on with the governments, bro. That's all.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
bro.
thanks to Elon, it's going to be coming back.
What,
Twitter, baby.
Elon.
He bought Twitter. I saw the funniest meme today where Elon Musk gets a call from Jeff Bezos, and Bezos says, "Hey, I heard you bought Twitter." And he goes, "Yeah, and Amazon's next." And he goes, "Oh, brah." And he goes, "Add to cart."
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
That's funny.
Medical misinformation on a live video from BC. You know, I hate to say it, dude, but until something dramatically changes, there will be very little change that comes out of YouTube. By the way, Paul, I don't know if you've ever heard of this girl, and I can't wait to hear the comments. But there's a YouTuber that I follow, and she's probably one of the smartest YouTubers I've ever seen. Her name is Naomi. She goes by the Sexy Cyborg, and she's
Start looking her up, people.
Look her up, guys. Naomi, the Sexy Cyborg. She's probably one of the most intelligent women. She lives in China, but she's got these giant knockers and she wears tight clothes. So YouTube shadow banned her. She's got 1.56 million subs. And if you go to one of her videos and literally copy the name of the video and paste it into the YouTube search, her channel doesn't even come up in the top 20. How's that for? So YouTube absolutely picks winners and losers. And to my point, Lloyd, they're, small guys like us, they don't give a shit about us. And they dump us in a heartbeat without even thinking twice about it. So.
Although, we are their biggest revenue streams.
Yeah, well, but there's so many of us. That's the problem.
That's why we're the biggest. And we create the biggest number of what I call proper content. And the reason why I say that, everybody else has gone too mainstream when they get big, and they forget they forget about how they got here. They forget about what they're supposed to be doing, and it is absolutely annoying.
Yeah. Did everybody start looking up Naomi? I guarantee it.
I think we lost all our viewers.
Oh, dude, she's gorgeous too. But she is. The thing is, she lives in China, in Shenzhen, like right in the heart of where COVID started and all that.
Is she allowed to do this?
Yes, she is, and it's a hypertext channel. I mean, every single tech thing that comes out of China, she tests it and does reviews on it. And some of that stuff is friggin' amazing.
Oh,
but
got a lot of cool shit, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you see that? She was over 1.6, now she's down to 1.4. You cannot tell me she's not being shadow banned. Because her views are crazy on her videos. So, but speaking of companies taking a kick in the chonies, any of you guys out there playing Warzone, you notice that Call of Duty lost 50 million subscribers?
That's all.
They went from 150 million in December of last year. They went down to 100 million reported this month.
And that's because it sucks.
It's got to be new games. Yeah, not like Netflix. They lost it because they suck.
Oh, you think
so
Netflix lost their battle?
They lost 20 million subs, and now they're talking about cracking down on password sharing. FYI, and let this be known, because nobody from Netflix will ever see this. You pull that shit, or you start raising prices, I will cancel my subscription, as will a lot of other people.
Oh, me too.
Yep, because there's a lot of choices out there right now.
I love the fact that 2 of our TVs were streaming Netflix the other night, and I wanted to watch a show or a movie. I can't remember what it was, and it said, "I'm sorry, you need to upgrade for another $5 or something stupid to go to the next level so I can use it." And I'm like, "You've got to be effing kidding me!
Yep.
That is not happening."
Lloyd, I wouldn't have Disney Plus if you gave it to me free.
Oh, I have it, and it's only because,
Of The Mandalorian.
yeah. But
I
the
know it.
sad part is, I don't need it. I have movies.do, but
Can
yet
you hear this?
my kids
Listen.
and everything.
You hear that click?
Not really.
Okay, that means I'm going to have to upgrade this mic if I do a lockpick video for people.
Yeah, because you need to be ASMR, bro.
Well, they need to hear what it is I'm feeling for when I'm doing the lockpick.
So as you guys can see now, I'm actually putting my water pump on the unit, on the CPU, I guess is the right word. And again, I'm not tightening anything down yet because I want an even... A lot of people think that tightening it down is actually going to wreck the CPU. That's a load of crap.
Tighten it down.
But if you tighten it down
Tighten it
unevenly,
down.
there's a chance that your stuff won't spread the way you'd like it to.
You can't over tighten those. They've got stops on them.
I know. That's what I said. It's absolute bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, back in the old days you could. But, I mean, you could literally crack the base plate or crack the motherboard because there was nothing to stop except for you.
Yeah, this is nice
So,
to these thumb screws, but they have a
yeah.
screw end, and that's all that mounts this. You guys seen the posts I put on? That's
Yep.
it. That's how easy it is to install the Gigabyte AIO.
I got a new game tonight, Paul.
You were thinking or saying.
I'm going to play a new game.
He's
But
going to play a new game.
But it won't be that game we talked about because it's still downloading. They ought to be ashamed of themselves releasing an 80 gigabyte game or 72 point something gigabyte game.
That's more common than not nowadays.
I know.
So I did get
But
my top pins or power hooked up, so haha to you.
lucky you.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you going to, do your cabling right?
Oh, you're seeing down here?
Yeah.
Let me explain down here now in a minute.
Oh, boy. Yes, you can, Jeff.
What?
Use Kool-Aid instead of water.
For what?
For coolant.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. It is a sealed system. Yes, you can.
No, you
If you're using, yes, you can, unless you are using a specific antifreeze or some kind of a coolant. You can absolutely use Kool-Aid.
I'm using
Kool-Aid.
coolants.
Kool-Aid.
My stuff over there is run by either
Meat
Corsair
saw.
XR or X1 or EK Block's Blood Red, and that stuff has special stuff in it. It's not necessarily. Sorry, guys. The problem is the bacteria will build up, and if you use Kool-Aid, you can use beer, you can use whatever you want, but those products are going to cause growth in your lines, and they're going to kill your system.
Well, you can open it up and suck it out. And you can drink the Kool-Aid later. Get it? A lot of people down here have drank the Kool-Aid.
Drinking the Kool-Aid, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, see where I went with that?
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if you filled it with isopropyl alcohol. Because well, it's a closed system. Unless the molecules were smaller than the hose itself, it shouldn't evaporate if it's a closed system.
Right.
But isopropyl also stays cool even in hot weather. So I wonder how that would. I've never seen anybody try it. It might be an interesting test.
I think what may happen though, I wouldn't do it to something like this. I would do it to a cheap one.
Yeah.
The alcohol might actually erode and kill everything in here.
Well, the rubber seals, you could be right.
Right. So that's
It could eat the rubber seals.
Being a big issue is that.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, let me explain this area here. I
Mm-hmm.
am getting all of this. These are the parts. So when I made this, I had to custom cut this piece here. What are you looking at me like that for?
Why did you cut it?
I'm not really seeing the what's What's that? Something use coffee? No, don't use coffee. Use Jello? Wow, you guys are really throwing it out there.
Jello is Kool-Aid.
So I had to cut this part because this clips on right here. You see? So it was two ways to do it. You just take the piece out because this is a fully modular case. So all of these pieces just clip in, right, to make the deck. And here's the side that goes here. Well, I'm sending it to get wrapped. Like my other one with the
like in a trash bag?
No, like that one over there, wrapped.
Uh-huh.
I'm sending this one to get wrapped.
You should always keep your thing wrapped.
Always. So sending it to get wrapped. That's why the pieces are off, and then I can finally get rid of this ugliness of when I dremeled it.
You mean the cabling?
No, we're not talking about the cabling yet. The cabling gets hidden by this.
you said you were getting rid of the ugliness.
Oh, I haven't gotten to that part yet. Here,
that is exactly right, Jeff.
What's that?
Thermal conduct. Water is one of the best choices for liquid cooling because of its high heat capacity and thermal conductivity. He's right. Although concrete works pretty well too.
No, that's for burying people.
Only if you don't want their zombies to come back.
Oh, I gotta take my headset off for a second, guys. Sorry, I won't hear you.
Did you see Sonic?
Hot.
He didn't see Sonic. Should I spoil it for him? Quick. Show of hands. Oh, he's back. Everybody, he's...
problem with being sick.
Okay. Okay, don't say anything. He's back. He's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
So, did you see Sonic yet?
No.
Beatdown said I should spoil it for you.
Why would you do that?
Because Beatdown told me to do it!
Beatdown's being a tool. Beatdown, that's mean.
Oh, God. Went and saw The Northman. That was a pretty cool movie.
Why do I... Am I, like... I'm not going to say the word. I'd?
Did anybody here watch Vikings, that series?
I think I tried it at some point.
Yeah, I actually just stepped into it one day, and then I kind of got hooked on it. I'm in, like, season 4 now.
Oh, I wanted to do something different on this build.
You wanted to do it pretty.
Well, this is because I wanted to do it pretty. You're right.
See?
This right here.
Pretty good, Beatdown. Feed the pig. Everybody wants me to go back to that game. I need to at some point. I really do like that game. But not tonight. We have something else. And Paul? You got 5 minutes, buddy.
Why do I have 5 minutes?
Look at the time.
So, this, I'm hoping, is the right angle.
Is that a riser? It changes the angle of it?
Yeah, so what it does, it changes the angle of it, but it lights up Auroras.
One more point to failure.
Yeah. But it's going to be cool.
It is cool. That is very cool. I've seen the angle changers before, but I've never seen one that lit up.
Let's see. If it's...
Lay it down.
Shut up.
Lay it down, Paul.
Lay
Paul.
it down on me.
Hey, dude, speaking of which, we're talking about Lay It Down, the song. I'm actually going to go see, let's see, what is it? Def Leppard, Poison, Joan Jett, and one other one. It's going to be a good freaking concert, dude. I can't wait.
Oh, Def Leppard. I loves Def Leppard. I loves me some Def Leppards.
I like Poison, too. Then again, I liked all the 80s hair bands. Everybody but Bon Jovi. I never understood that train. But...
Oh, look at that. It is the right way.
Well, yeah, it would only go in one way, dude.
Yeah, I know, but I've seen a lot of funny stuff happen.
Funny stuff?
Yeah. I may want to reroute this, and there is a nice option for rerouting this.
Not Monkey Island, Jeff, but I have looked at that.
These panels right here can actually come out and stay, and then I could take this big cable and send it that way, and you won't see it. You'll just see this part here, barely, going in, and then light up. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to see that.
Paul, why you got to go be using cheats to make it pretty, man? Just make it pretty.
I will make it pretty. Ish. What is this mess?
Just don't open the back.
Yeah, it's not as big a mess as you think it is, bro.
Oh, yeah, it looks like a bowl of spaghetti. Why aren't you using a modular power supply?
That is a modular power supply.
Hey, that's not a fully modular.
That is a...
Is it fully modular? I can't see under the grate.
That's a fully modular power supply, bro.
Oh, then why do you have so many cables down there?
Because at one point, I made...
Yes, Jeff.
I think it's because I need Molex for these.
Oh. Yeah.
I didn't want to use Molex, but... And that's another thing I was thinking about. I almost thought about pulling all these out and going with the Be Quiet fans. But, with the Threadripper being built, and me wanting to redo my custom water-cooled gaming system, I don't know if I have the...
You know what would be cool? Is if you could run another radiator up front and pipe the cabling in a giant loop from one radiator to the other radiator and then through the power or through the AIO.
See, there's a problem. One, that was stupid. Two, the problem is here, AIOs are closed. They're not open loops.
The problem is that you can't do it. I understand that. I understand. You can admit that.
Right.
I get that.
If
But I can do it.
Different ballgame.
You'd also have to have a pretty serious pump because you'd be pulling a lot of pressure going through two of those.
Wait till you see the Threadripper.
Okay.
It's going to have everything you dream of. The big badass pump, and I'm talking copper, pure copper heavy radiators. Rad, man.
What? What are they?
So who won this?
It was Big Box Mart.
No, Big Box Mart.
Big Box Mart. And we better not see it on eBay. You better autograph it, Paul. That way she'll get more for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's already Game Hunter edition.
Right? I know, dude. Autograph it.
Right? Look at that. Just sitting inside this brand new build, huh? Brand new used case, though. This case is a phenomenal case. This is the one where there's ARGB that goes, like when the face is put back on, it goes all the way through the whole, yeah. Anyway, I know.
Chrome don't get you home.
But Chrome looks damn cool in my background. And that is what matters! But I did fall in love with this board because of how black
I like the board.
It was.
That's the Batman build is what you're going for there. That's what I call that.
Yeah,
the black and silver Batman build.
This looks absolutely disgusting. It's the only Aurora board so far that this is actually black. And we're talking thick aluminum, okay? This piece right here, this is called BRM's done right. That's how thick the aluminum is.
Lisa, when you come in, you should buy this dice. It's your lucky dice, man. The 6 came up, and so we all got to send underwear to Paul, and then your number came up.
I will give you the right way to get rid of that dice.
Uh-oh.
I mean, that dice has got to be worth at least $300.
It is a $300 die.
Right? So there, you trade that in
for the raspberry.
Exactly.
Lloyd, bring me my raspberry, Lloyd. I'll give you a dice.
Oh, it's Lloyd that's trying to rip you off.
Lloyd is trying to rip me off.
Oh my God, Lloyd. Oh, that is so not right.
I know. Yes, you could put a Darth Vader mask on anything. Paul.
Yeah.
You got to wrap it up, brother.
Well, I mean, I don't have to wrap up what I'm doing. I just had to do this because I'm not feeling well. I'm sweating.
I'm glad you did it. I think it turned out great.
I'm sweating like a you-know-water. It's not finished. I mean, I'm going to make sure that everything's cleaned up. And
do you guys dig it when we're doing projects like this? Like something that one of us is working on or both of us are working on while we're shooting the shit? If that's something you guys like, I am totally down with doing it because I actually think it's a lot of fun too. And now you saw my other hobby over here. This has become a lot of fun too. You got to see the vendors' faces at the flea market when I pick the locks on their display cabinets. They do not look amused. Unless they lose or leave their key at home.
Now,
And then they're very
you
happy.
guys seen this, right?
Yep.
This is a drawer with the radiator bolted to the drawer, and it
With
slides in, and
with
it
the
has
what?
2 screws in. A rad, eh? A
A
ratty,
what?
a ratty.
Uh,
There we go.
Lisa, I'm going to dedicate the game tonight to you. You're going to like this one.
Okay,
And
and
no, Data,
Lisa,
it's not Meat Saw yet. That's next.
please send me the info, and I will get this out to you whenever I'm allowed to walk back outside. And hopefully that's in somewhat days. But I did test positive still today, and that's been what I had
3
COVID I think
days?
since the last podcast.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So that's been a week. Is it, well,
But I don't feel like the thing is, it's not like I feel horrifying, but it this was a whole enhance my pain thing. All
yeah.
my pain that I feel from the car accident got enhanced. Like if my hip was hurting, it was hurting. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And then like now I'm sweating like crazy. But it's just one of those things. So I mean, I'm gonna leave this. Well, I'm not gonna leave this up here. Well, you guys will see it running in the background at some point anyway. But I mean, gorgeous board. I mean, this is way more power than a streaming PC will ever need. This is a gaming PC. But I like to build my streaming PC a little lower standard, of course, than my gaming PC. I'm running 5900X in the gamer. This is a 5600 6-core 12-thread. But it was late. It's probably one of the best for bang for dollar gaming CPUs on the planet.
It's the same piece, the CPU that's going into the Commodore build on the next one.
No, you're going to go with a G.
Oh, I have to go with the G because I need Ryzen graphics, right?
This
Other
is
than
the
that,
X.
right?
And my Vega graphics are. This is what happens when you get the X. Your Vega graphics is external.
Yeah, no shit. That's okay. That's all right.
That was funny. That was funny. But as you can see, guys, I'm totally pro Gigabyte no matter what happens. I love Gigabyte and Sapphire.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
definitely.
Like even my big 6900 XT is a Sapphire. If it was a Gigabyte, I probably would have bought the Sapphire. And the reason for that is Sapphire only makes AMD video cards. In fact, they are the OEM. They make AMD's video cards, literally.
Good.
Okay,
But
he wants to wrap it up because he's a little.
the game awaits.
And I gotta finish wiring, and I need this bench for orders tomorrow. So I would love to finish it in videos, but I got the Threadripper for that.
Dude, I would never complain about orders tomorrow.
I don't know if you guys understood when I was spinning the camera around. Ooh.
Hi, Santa.
Yeah. There's another case right there.
Just in case.
Nope. That is the 601. That is their newest 600 series case. And it's here for me to review. And there was a possibility I was going to put the Threadripper in it. But now I'm on the fence. I was going to put the Threadripper in here. Originally, I was going to put the Threadripper in here. But the Threadripper is not going to be a streamer, and I want the streamer where it was because I need to, it's after a while, too long of cables are too long of cables.
Right.
Because it's on, this side of the room, and the gaming machine's on that side of the room. There's a good 8 to 10 feet of wire being run just to get from one to the other. So, and keep in mind, my camera is hooked up to this, 12 feet away with the bend and the curve, not the gaming machine, right? The microphone hooks up the boat. So, I mean, it's a lot of running. And that's why and it looks cool, one on each side of the TV there and whatever. I have a case that the whole front of it is an LCD screen. And
that's a good thing.
And I bought it. It was a $1,000 case almost at the time. And I got it for like $300 or something one day when I walked into a store. They had one left. and it was on clearance. And the fans in it alone, you know those high-end clip-together fans?
Yeah.
Well, it's got 4 or 5 of them in it, and those are like $200-$300 almost.
It would almost have to. That LCD panel's going to put out some heat if it's the whole front.
It's an LED, you know, so you
Right.
can make Pac-Man going across the screen, all kinds of stuff.
That
I'm almost
is going to
tempted
generate
put the
heat.
Threadripper
Yeah.
in it. I feel bad though, so I'm going to do a full review on the 601 because it was sent here for it, and that doesn't mean I won't. It just right now I'm kind of torn.
Right.
So we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, guys, I guess it's time because John is going to cry like a baby. Hold on.
Tomorrow's order.
Paul got
Tomorrow's
C19.
orders.
Yes.
Yeah, tomorrow's orders all include a case of COVID free of charge. Yeah, don't be sending that for a week or so.
Oh, grow up. Paul, I need your email. Yeah, come on. It's in the description below, actually. It always is. Yeah, see? You just sent an email because you found it. Yeah, I just want to make sure if anybody has something to say to me and I wasn't paying attention, please. I haven't been able to multitask very well. If you guys haven't figured that out today.
Well, don't worry. I think you did just fine.
I think the machine's coming together nice. It's going to look good. My question now is, do I keep these fans in? Do I get rid of them? You know what I mean? Like, they look nice, though. And they're moving enough air. All this thing is doing is screaming. It's not working hard, you know? It's everything about it's overkill. The 3000 or the 3200G that used to be in it ran it perfectly fine. Except for I had to put a video card to get the screams, like the screaming up, right?
Right, and that's not a horrible thing. I mean, it's a.
It was away from the 3200G.
Yeah.
Everybody was crying for video cards, and I just put all my APUs out to people and built machines for them and got them out.
I'm pretty close to building myself a new gaming PC because I've had the same one now since pre-COVID, and you know I'm kind of like you. If I don't build a new system every year, I feel like I'm way behind the times. So.
Well, I'm anal. I'm weird when it comes to tech, though. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I sound like crap. Speaking of anal, no. Oh, I don't want that to fall. That would suck. Yeah, so anyway, now that we got that out of the butt talk,
yeah, you are, Lloyd.
Yeah, that's no problem.
No, we can solve that problem.
What's he running again? What's the CPU?
I don't even remember, Lloyd. It's been so long.
It's an Intel, isn't it?
I think it is, but I know he's still got an RX 580.
Well, the RX 580 is fine.
Yeah, that's a bulletproof card. And he still games on them, so...
Yeah, no, he'd get better frames per second just by going up on the processor.
Yeah. If you watch the first video I think I ever actually released on the channel, I believe that video was of him fixing his computer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually, I had to change out the hard drive.
I don't know if we can even get that here.
Yeah, there it is. Intel i5.
Oh, Intel i5, but what generation?
Old. Maybe third, fourth tops.
Oh my God, you're keeping that card down.
Yeah, I know. Well, and eventually we'll get him boosted, but it's all about money. You know the drill.
Oh, dude, I'm broke as broke gets. That's something I want everybody to understand here, too, before we go. Just something real. You want to hear the real truth? You know? This is all show. I want people to understand that. This is all show. There's no such thing as we have all this money and I can build whatever I feel like it.
That is the truer words were never spoken. I spend much more on my channel than I make on my channel.
My 580s are the same 3 580s. One of them got altered because I made it custom water cooled for out in the game room. But my 580s are the same ones that go in builds for show.
Yeah, and you fought that too, Paul. Because if you'll remember when the video card crisis hit and those prices went through the roof, dude, you almost rolled.
Oh yeah, I almost did because I'm as broke as everybody else. All those
Yep.
video cards you see on my wall, they're nice and all, but they're my collectors. They're not cards I'm going to use anymore.
Yep.
They're like low end gaming at this point, except for the Vega 64, I guess, but and the 480. But anyway, besides that,
dude, I game on a 64. I love that card.
keep in mind I bought this at a peak when I could get it for 300 off my best friend. No big deal. The CPU was actually the main CPU I bought when the 5000 series came out for my gamer, and then I ended up getting a smoking deal on a 59 down the road. That's how I still have this processor, okay? The board, I bought this board almost a year ago. That's how long it's been before I just did an open box video on it today, which I haven't even edited or did anything with. That is how long I've had this. So people look at things and they think that this was free. This was free. All the fans in here, free. A lot of this stuff is donated to the channel by bigger conglomerates, like Be Quiet is a sponsor for a reason. They're not sponsoring me by giving me and John money. They're sponsoring me because they keep giving me hardware, and they've been with me when I had 200 subs. But I just want to make it clear, when you see all this stuff coming in, 90% of it is free. Okay?
Dude, I wasn't even with you when you had 200 subs.
No, and it's been a long time.
I hear you, Data.
I just made a couple deals with a couple companies. I'm going to show you guys one thing coming up. I don't know if the camera... let's get this camera to do something better. There we go. Alright. So here is a security camera from a company called K&F. Okay? Oh, I probably can't even hear me. There we go.
We heard you. We could hear you.
Oh, okay. So here's a camera from a company called K&F. And I've been interested in this company because they make camera gear, like the tripods and all the cool stuff. Well, they finally contacted me. So, again, people are going to see me do another crazy, really cool pan, tilt, zoom security camera video, but I didn't pay for it. It's free, right? Like, that's what I'm trying to get at. When you see us doing this stuff, we're not show-offs, we're not showboats, we're not rich, and we're nobody special. Without you guys watching us, we're nothing.
Yep. And spreading the word.
Right? And I don't want people, I hate the idea that one YouTuber's jealous over another YouTuber. Or
that's silly.
Or one YouTuber's like, well, I don't get stuff like that. Why do you get stuff like that? You suck. Oh, well, that's why you don't get stuff right there. If you go around telling people they suck, or, I had a funniest comment the other day. You're fat. No, you're obese. That's what it was. The guy said, LOL, you're obese. And I'm like, I am? And I'm like, so I just responded with, oh, okay.
I would have responded with, you should have seen me with my shirt off, baby.
Well, no,
but no, you can't do that these days.
I just responded with, oh, okay. Why would you tell somebody that? Like, I said that. Why would you say that?
People don't have filters.
The guy's just a troll. He's an asshole.
No, when I get trolled on almost every video I drop, the first one is always some chick that drops some porn website on there. So I have to be very vigilant to watch when I drop a video and remove that comment. So, and I don't know, nothing else I can really do. I mean, I've got it set to hold comments, but for some reason it's not. It's just dropping the links.
If the 3060 is not bad, if you go with the TI, you're probably going to get a little bit more of a sleeper little machine. If the 3070 is in the ballpark, do that. But it's fine. It's fine. I mean, at that point...
Yeah, Jeff, and I put a lot more thought into what you were doing. I still think we can use...
XT.
Yeah, we could still use a riser that pulls that off of the PCI Express slot and turns the card sideways. It's basically the same thing I use on a Bitcoin mine. And then that way you won't have to butcher the case except for you're going to have to butcher it some because the AT port for the keyboard was cut into the back. So you're going to have to cut that out. But other than that, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You guys want to see some more cool case modding and stuff. I'm getting into it. I've been using my 3D printer a lot more. In fact, I'm not sure if there's 3D printed parts. No, there's 3D printed parts for the Threadripper, though. Oh, and there is a 3D printed... You guys haven't seen the new test bench yet. Be Quiet's test bench has been pimped out. Pimped out. I finished... Well, semi-finished it yesterday.
You pooped it out?
Yeah, I pooped it out. And I think Be Quiet will be pretty proud of this one. I'm hoping anyway.
How many radiators do you have?
On that one, just one. It's a test bench.
A test bench radiator?
A test bench radiator.
Got it.
Radiator.
Got it.
All right. Yeah.
Well, if you've got an ATX case, Jeff, then that's not real retro. I thought you wanted to go old school, like build a sleeper in a 486 SX33 case or something.
Why does somebody not have one of those for me? That's what I want to do.
I do.
Oh, whatever
but
happened
it's
to that?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's sitting right in front of me. I need to ship all that shit to you. I was going to get you to make a label, but I spaced it.
You spaced it.
Yeah, too many jobs, too many projects, too much stuff going on. You, of all people, understand that, especially these days.
Yep. No, just tell me the weight dimensions, and I'll send you a label.
Got you covered, man.
That's, simple. Simple.
You just want my retro case.
I just want I'm not going to alter that machine. I want to run that machine the way it is.
Just like it is? Yeah. It's a great machine. It's sitting right there.
I want to run like a maybe DOS or 311 or something machine, and that's definitely it.
Yeah. I mean, you could easily run it Windows 3.1, but if you run it 95, 95 wasn't an OS anyway. It was an overlay. Right. So you could get away with all your 3.11 software on 95.
Oh, there we go. I never even thought of that. 95 would be... Yeah.
That's what I would do.
But anyway, that's, the gist of it.
I could, Jeff. I don't have an Anycubic printer.
A what?
Anycubic printer review for an Anycubic printer? I mean, other than I've got the Anycubic Photon, but that's a resin printer, and that sucker's pretty much in use all the time.
I would love to... Oh, no, I got my mic way over there again. I would love to be able to...
Blow my eardrums out?
No, did I? I would love to be able to get a printout, like a micro ITX printout of like a Tandy 1000 or a Tandy 2000 or 2500 XL, right? Case. And then but design not for a frickin' Pi like everybody does. No, for an ITX board. You know what I mean?
For a mini ITX?
Yeah. Now,
well, all right. You could do it. You're going to have to print it out of probably at least PLA Plus or better. PETG would probably be better because you need to, if the heat will warp it. Even on a Raspberry, I've seen it warp it before. So I'm thinking PETG would probably be good.
I have PETG here.
Yeah. Print it in PETG, you should be fine. And cool the snot out of it.
But I got to find a plan or somebody else has done it. You know what I mean? And that I have not seen yet.
A Threadripper looks like an Apple one. That'd be a little challenging. Well, I thought about putting a Pi in that Mac up there. In fact, to that end, I ended up buying an 8 and a 10-inch LCD screen that I could replace that existing screen, and then everything else would just go inside of it. So that may be a project in the future. I don't know. I've got all the stuff I need to do it. So except the will and the Raspberry. Well, okay. Jeff, the problem with ABS is you've got to enclose the printer. It's going to have to be because you can't let the heat out. ABS is a pain in the butt to print with. But when you get it, it's hard as a rock. I mean, that stuff is very, very solid.
You don't need anything like that.
No, not for this. I mean, if you were printing something that was going to take a lot of weight or like a tool or a bolt or something, yeah, then you'd want to go ABS.
I mean,
or a gun. You're going to, yeah.
PETG or whatever the hell you call it. That stuff is, you're able to put a coffee in that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine, Lloyd. Bring it to me.
Am I correct?
You're able to put in what, PETG? Yeah.
I mean, that is food grade. That is the...
Well, PLA is the ultimate food grade.
But it's not strong enough to hold.
It melts at 165 degrees.
Right.
So that's when it starts to melt. So unless you could probably make coffee out of it, but you can't get it to seal the ports real well, even on a solid print.
Yeah.
Now, what some people will do is acetone dip it, which will seal it, or you can there are a couple other different things you can use to seal it too. So,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, that's the way to go, Jeff. You have to have that enclosure if you're going to print ABS. That stuff is it's a pain in the ass to print. I've done it before. And I had to take one of my Delta printers and I took cardboard all around it, put like a cardboard dome around it. And it did print. It took a few failed prints because it doesn't stick to the bottom unless you have it at over 80 degrees. So it's got to be warm for sure. And your print head's at like 270 to 290.
I run my bed even with PLA at 80, 75, 80.
Oh, you don't need to do that. PLA, you can do it. You can do it 60.
I always found that I never have an error when I do it the way I do it now. I run the print head at 215 and the bed at 80 or 75, sometimes 70.
Jeff's right. It melts on your dash in Texas. He's right.
Yeah.
PLA will absolutely warp. Absolutely. So, but no, usually I run 220 to 230 on the print head and anywhere between 55 and 70, depending on what I'm printing. And a lot of the times you judge that on if the corners are peeling. If they're pulling up, then you can adjust your temperature.
Well, that's the problem I was having, right? At some point, I started seeing lift, and I got annoyed with it. Went to 80, never had a problem since. I can start a print and walk away. I don't have to look at it anymore.
Well, as long as you watch the first layer down anyway, as long as you get a nice first layer, you're good to go. And I don't even print brims. I print a skirt and watch that skirt. And as long as it's nice and flat and it's sealed, you get a good squish, you can walk away from the printer. It's not going to hurt a thing.
I tried printing a skirt too, but the girl got pissed.
We're not supposed to print it on her.
Oh. Well, someone should have told me about that.
Yeah. I'm going to break it to you.
Yeah.
PLA is hotter than candle wax.
Anyway, guys, you're cutting into this guy's want to game time.
No, I tell you what we're going to do, because we're running a little late. I'm going to move my game to tomorrow night. Actually, that'll give me a little more playtime anyway, guys, because this one could run a little longer. And then the one that I'm about to start playing, Ask Paul, it could run forever. Oh, but I did notice something interesting that Luke pointed out, which is that if I run the games in a series, that you can almost watch the views drop from the beginning, the first one, the second one, third one, fourth one.
Yes.
People just don't seem to like watching those. So what I may do is on these long games, record it into one video and edit it together, and then keep the short games on the stream. I mean, does that sound logical to you guys?
I find, though, on an edited game, you don't get the same views.
Matt Vlad does.
Yeah, well, he's probably got a big following.
You get 500,000.
Yeah, then he's going to get views. It doesn't matter what. He could put up a picture of his pinky.
I think he's done that.
Oh. I noticed that board in the background there. It looks like it was a UD5.
Which one?
To the right. Is that a Gigabyte UD5? To your Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. Yeah. The blue board with the silver heat sinks.
Here?
No.
Here?
Yeah, UD5.
Yeah, that's actually an HT30 AM3. That was an interesting story, too.
Hold on, am I right? Is it a UD5?
A UD3.
Ah.
Yeah.
Kind of hoping for a UD5.
No, that was kind of an interesting story. A lady brought it in to me because it wouldn't run, but it smelled so bad. When she walked in, I could literally smell it from the beginning of the flea market when she walked through this place. That burnt electric smell.
Oh, yeah.
And her house had been hit by lightning. And it roasted everything electric on the circuit. I mean, she said it even burnt the wiring in the wall. You could trace where it hit.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So that board, it literally took me at least 2 months of defuming that thing out in the back to get it to not stink. But, yeah, I don't think plugging that in would be a real good idea. So,
I'll tell you the reason why I brought it up.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a UD5.
Oh, Minecraft. No, Minecraft.
Who said Minecraft?
Nina keeps telling me to play Minecraft.
Ew. The reason why I'm asking, I picked up a 9590,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a 230 watt part. The UD3 and down does not have the, even though it's a 990FX, it doesn't have the VRM to handle it. I think the max
Oh,
that handles is 200 or
nice.
180, right? So you have to have a UD5 or a UD7 to support. And the sad part is, the UD5 was my board of choice that I used up until I went away from AM3. But I sold it to my brother-in-law's or my brother's kid. So
So
I'm
one of my funniest stories, and you can't really see it well. There's an old router board I've got back here, and the funniest story. This guy had bought this brand new Netgear router. It's just probably 15 years ago or so. Took it home and then went out to dinner with his wife. Came back and his pit bull had chewed through the box and had eaten half of the board. Had literally chewed the board up on it. I thought that was the Intel Lightning board. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, I told you I got some cool stories on these things.
yeah, my dog
But
ate my really good PS4 controller.
my dog ate my homework all the time.
No, UFOs landed in my backyard.
It took yours. I get
Yeah,
it. I get it.
always.
I get it. I get
It wasn't a very believable story though.
it. You think so?
Mm,
Minecraft. Really? Minecraft?
I'll craft your mind. Who said
God,
Minecraft?
I spent the 80s and 90s getting away from 8-bit graphics. Then again, I mean, Lily's Well, that was definitely 8-bit graphics.
And you know what? That's not very true. We're so retro, it's not even funny half the time.
I know.
That's another
I
thing. I
know.
got to get back and get that review done on the other piece.
You think Paul got abducted by aliens? Yeah, I think you're right, too.
I did, yeah. And
Actually, I'm
I
pretty sure they don't want him.
I was hanging out with Bigfoot for a while, and then he got upset because the female Bigfoots were chasing me, and I think they wanted to eat me. But
You really think so?
yeah, yeah.
Jeff, I don't know, dude. Hold on.
Minecraft. Oh yeah, Minecraft will get you views.
What I'm gonna do is I'm doing a search right now on Minecraft, and I just want to see, sorting it by upload date. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, there's a crap ton of live. So, I mean,
But
all
that's the
right,
other problem. It's saturated. So
I'll talk to Lloyd about it because I it just kind of looks boring to me. I mean, I may be wrong. And Lloyd, a lot of you guys don't know this. He's like a Minecraft fiend. He built like a planet.
okay.
And yeah, and so I don't know. I just don't know that it would be something I'd be interested
Then
in. But
play
now,
the other
Jeff,
Minecraft.
I could do that. I just don't know if I'll get demonetized. I thought about doing that.
What's that?
Leisure Suit Larry from the beginning on in.
I wanted to do that too, and I thought the exact same thing.
Yep.
I was in the
I mean,
bath the other day thinking about it while I was washing, and
you know,
I thought about that game.
if I did that, I could do 1 through 7 on the Commodore, the VIC 20 I just built because I've
Nice.
got them on that image.
And I have the new ones.
We might do that. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. All right. Well, I'm not adverse to that. Paul sent me this HDMI capture card. So there's really no reason not to do that now with that Commodore. So I may actually do that. Maybe we'll do that next week. We'll see.
I have the shirt that says "Best Hide and Seek" and it's got Bigfoot on it.
Oh God.
Hide and Seek champion.
Oh God.
My wife bought it for me.
Well, now I'm going to go home and eat dinner, Paul. That's what I'm going to do. And tomorrow we'll do the game right around 6:00. We'll start early. That way we can run a little late.
I believe
And
to get anything big in Leisure Suit Larry, I think you have to like force it unlock. Like you gotta do crazy stuff. So
yeah,
you
and
can
even
build
then,
without in a sense.
yeah. And even then, the first 2 or 3 of them, even the uncensored, were not exactly gamey.
Yeah, I know.
So, because you spent 99% of the game getting turned down, that was kind of the point. So,
I just remember the fire and him jumping out a window.
okay.
With his highly flammable underwear on.
Yeah, forgotten about that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Poor Larry.
Poor Larry. Well, guys, if you want to see more videos where I'm doing builds and stuff, let me know because I would love to. Honestly, it would be so much easier to turn the Game Over podcast into chat while fix or build or custom or whatever. It would make. I mean, between me and John, I'm sure there's a ton of stuff that we could be doing, building, fixing, whatever. Like, I still have to build my ultimate Game Gear, and I just got some more stuff coming for it, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. Maybe we both of us in our channel in the community tab put up a poll.
Yeah, nobody reads my shit.
They read my shit. I get responses.
I get, like, hi. I want
You
to
get
talk
like
to you.
hi. Are you serious?
Yeah, I get stupid stuff. I stopped using the community chat because after I got hacked, it was gone anyway.
Right.
And every time I try to put something up, I think it stops me. I think my community chat got blocked or something. I'm not 100%. But anyway, I got to get going. I feel like crap, and I'm sweating like
Unreal
a
5.
dog. And
That's not out of the question, Jeff.
I need to
But
rest.
all right, brother. Well, let's wrap her up. We'll pick it up. You guys will see me tomorrow. By the way, if you haven't watched the last Pepperball video, get over there. It's blowing up. So. Oh, you made a new one.
Yeah. Yeah, well, actually, I didn't make a new one. That was the first one. I just never used it yet.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to throw something like this that out there.
Oh, God.
And guys, till next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for being you guys. And game over.
Later, guys.